Hi everybody, sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Igama lami Mdletshe, and on this channel siyazibuka ama-reality shows ethu alla eMzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda-ke futhi sikhulume ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu alla eMzansi. You guys remember Umam Deborah Frasers, who was a gospel singer. She is late right now. Apparently, her kids are having issues dealing with Universal Music in terms of getting her album released because she had a completed album before she passed, and also issues with her royalties. Okay. So this story comes from the Daily Sun online by Uzamante. He says, late Deborah Frasers' kids left high and dry by Universal. Late gospel singer Deborah's family is at loggerheads with the recording label Universal Music. At the heart of their fight is Fraser's last unreleased album, which is finished but has no title yet. Guardian Ntando Mafisa, who told Daily Sun that the record label has failed to keep its promise. We had a meeting with them after the funeral and they promised to release her album. Unfortunately, that was the last time we heard from them. We were wondering if they'll ever keep their promise. We've called them, emailed them asking about the album, but no one is responding, said Ntando. Daily Sun has seen some of the emails in which Ntando complained about the lack of communication and the slow progress. The email reads, I have written to you expressing my concern and disappointment with failure to communicate what could be delaying Universal Music to arrange a meeting with the Fraser family as promised. It has been over a month now since Deborah passed on, and her children have been waiting to hear from you. The idea is just for them to get clarity on what is the standing on Deborah's contract, royalties, and her latest work, which and if there are any expectation from them. Okay. Deborah's older son, Kosana Fraser, told Daily Sun they were disappointed in Universal Music. I've never dealt with them directly, but Ntando has been communicating with them on our behalf. My mother worked very hard for that company. She loved that company, but today it seemed like they have forgotten about her work. We were hoping that by now the album would be out, and this is not the case. There's no indication when it will be out. The main problem is lack of communication from their side. Daily Sun approached Usipo Dlamini, the CEO of Universal Music, and this is how he responded. Sipo said that the album that Deborah Fraser had recorded before she died in May 2022 is scheduled for release in May 2023. Other special content visuals of her memory will be released on the 15th of May 2023. From the week of the 3rd to the 7th of April, we will tease a rollout of behind the scenes footage we shot with Deborah in the studio. Every week, content pieces will be shared for socials around the album. The album will have 10 tracks, okay? Guys, I feel like the problem here has been communication. I don't know why Universal is not communicating with the family on what the plans are, but it looks like they have plans, around the album, but the family doesn't know. I don't know why they're not communicating with the family. Also, I'm wondering when it comes to the revenue that will be generated here, if it will go to the children or what, or they still have to fight another battle now to get that revenue. Anyway, you guys, this is what happens with a lot of artists when they pass. I don't know what's happening with the music industry in South Africa. It's like they don't have a plan on what happens really when somebody passes. And the family is always left stranded, not knowing what's happening with the person's work and the revenue generated from the person's work. It's unfortunate, honestly. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I would like to hear what you think about this issue in the comment section. Also, like the video and share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntanda kakhulu.